Yo, what is up guys? It's JJ2K, and in this video we're about to go over the top 5 reasons why NBA 2K16 was and is trash. So without further ado, let's hop into number 1. First off, the positions were useless, meaning only 2 out of the 5 positions in this game were actually useful and they actually helped you. The 2, 3, and 4 spot, meaning the shooting guard, small forward, and power forward, were basically useless. To be honest, if you were a point guard, you could shoot better than a shooting guard and a small forward, not to mention be faster than a shooting guard, and at the same time, if you're 6'7" as a point guard, you could still speed boost and grab rebounds over small forwards, technically making the shooting guard position and the small forward position useless. Now let's hop into the power forward position. Why was that useless? What made the power forward position very useless compared to the center was the fact that if you made an outside center, it shot better than the power forward. Not to mention, if you have a center matched up against a power forward, 99% of the time you're going to grab the rebound over the smaller power forward. It's just how it works. So in summary, for the first reason why NBA 2K16 is trash, basically majority of the positions were useless and there was no point of making said positions. Now let's hop into number 2. 2K can never seem to get the right rhythm when it comes to park. First, in 2K15, offense was overpowered. That was clearly the answer in 2K15. Scoring offense was definitely better than defense. Now comes 2K16, and what they do in 2K16, they say, well, it was way too easy to score in 2K15. Might as well make it harder, and thus they made defense technically overpowered. There were not enough ways to get open, and when you did, majority of the time, especially in the early game, you would brick wide open shots. I know I'm not the only one. Tons of people ran about this at the beginning of the game. Shooting was way too difficult. There was only certain moves you can be able to get open, and when you did, like I said, majority of the time you would miss the shot. They can never seem to get a balance between offense and defense correct. They're always going to mess up one or the other, and that is my second reason on why NBA 2K16 was trash. Now let's hop into number 3 out of 5. Now number 3 on my list is one of the things that can be argued a tad bit. Now the one problem I have with NBA 2K16 and why I say it's trash for number 3 would be the whole game is animation based. Now if you guys have ever played 2K, you guys would know they put you in stupid animations at the wrong time. There's not enough block animations, and the whole game basically revolves around animations to the point where it doesn't even seem realistic. Now don't get me wrong, games run off animations, but if you guys have ever played games like Madden, you would know that there's more than one animation for a certain type of thing. Like whenever you get a tackle in Madden, there are multiple animations for tackles. I think there's unlimited, honestly. I can't remember what they said, but comparing to 2K, there is certain animations that can only happen at any given time. Now, for example, whenever you go up for a dunk, you might get the one animation where you go into like the Spider-Man animation and hang on the rim and knock the person on his butt and he starts grabbing his leg. Now, given that is a rare animation, but at the same time, the same thing happens over and over again. There's nothing new to the animations and they just seem stale. And majority of them were just taken over from 2K15 and implemented into 2K16, which really bugs me. And that's why I have it at number 3 on my list. Now let's hop into number 4. The only thing they added to the park was jog animations and certain rep changes and adding a tiger. That really bugs me, bro. 2K15, at least they had the rec and some other fun things to do there, and the clothes were somewhat original. This year, all they really did adding clothes wise was whenever it's Halloween, they add some clothes. Whenever it's a certain holiday, they might add in some little DLC, meaning a little bit of clothes and some other stupid stuff that we can go without. They never added anything to the park. Now don't get me wrong, with my team they did do a lot of stuff, but this is primarily for the park player and not the my team player, so don't get that twisted. But let me get back to the park. They did not do anything that actually benefited us in any way, shape, or form. All they did was they added the same parks. They gave us new parks. Okay, whoa. That's what you're supposed to do. It's a new game, so they made new parks, alright? The only thing they technically did, they switched around the boost from each park, and that really didn't make any sense to me. They should have kept the same boost, but whatever. I'm not that mad. But that one really irks me. They did nothing to change the park, and it was kind of got stale. And as you guys can see, the game is dead now, and that is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, just because the game should not have died out like it did. So now with that, let's go to the 5th and final thing I had wrong with 2K and why I think it was trash. Now don't get this video mixed up, I still play 2K16, and at times I still have fun, but at the same time it does not mean I cannot critique the game and point out its flaws. Now let's get into number 5 and the final one. The patches, man. These patches were so untimely and stupid. They literally, to be honest, what they did, they made shooting broke. They made it so much more common to make shots. Don't get me wrong, that made me happy, but then again, they patched it after that to make it shitty, and then they repatched it, making shots way more better to go in. I don't know how many times they just added patches just for shooting, which made no sense. It's not that hard to fix that. You don't have to add 30 patches to fix shooting. And speed boosting, bro, how long, like, I would not have cared if they would have patched speed boosting the moment it came out, like the first month it came out. But it took you guys like 5 months to patch it, bro. Like, at that time, why would you just like, the patches are just so shit, and their timing is so horrible with the stuff they patch. Like, they'll talk about something and then patch it 3 months later when something new and game breaking comes out, so then they gotta patch that shit, which makes it so horrible. They just need to get the game right the first time and not worry about this stuff. And also, in the same note as patches, update wise, the lack of updates to the park really made this game die out, and this is kind of one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because in my opinion, these are the 5 reasons why NBA 2K16 is trash. At the beginning, don't get me wrong, this was a fun game, but like I said, the patches just made this game stupid and made me really dislike this game, and that's why you see majority of the people still on 2K15, and that is why I hope 2K17 does not follow the same path as NBA 2K16. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and share this video. Get this video out there, man. I feel this is a good quality video, and I feel like people need to see this. So without further ado, it has been your boy JJ2K. I am out. Peace.